Is Denise Richards returning to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Spotted filming with two former co-stars. Denise Richards is seemingly returning to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills once again. The 54-year-old actress was previously a full-time cast member in seasons 9 and 10 and returned in season 13 as a guest. Now, Denise was spotted filming with two former co-stars in Los Angeles, according to TMZ. Per the publication, Denise was seen arriving at Madre on Saturday evening, August 2nd, in Los Angeles, meeting up with Sutton Strake and Erika Jayne. TMZ reports their sources hinted that producers may bring Denise back into Rob to talk about her divorce drama with estranged husband Aaron Vipers. A month ago, Aaron filed for divorce from Denise after 6 years of marriage. Since then, there has been back and forth between both parties, with Denise accusing her ex of abuse and Aaron accusing her of cheating. Related, find out who else is returning for the upcoming 15th season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Denise Richards confirms return to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, exclusive. 3 years after Denise Richards walked away from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, amid a storm of gossip and drama, the actor has confirmed to Variety she is returning to the franchise in a guest capacity. "I have filmed some episodes," Richards told Variety in Cannes, where the actor was in town to promote her latest drama series, Paper Empire, at Cannes. "And it's been fun. And, I'm a big fan of the show, so it was fun to go back and film a lot of stuff with them." Richards claimed her return to the reality show was so unplanned that even Bravo's production team had no idea she'd be at a screening hosted by Real housewife Garcelle Beauvais. "This all just happened recently on the spur of the moment," Richards said. "I was at her screening as a friend, like a real friend. I didn't tell anyone I was going to be there. Production didn't know. I just showed up, for real life, as a real friend in real life." One thing with production has led to another, according to Richards. "The next day, I was asked to go to some events, and so it's been actually fun." Her current status on the show's upcoming season is undefined, she says, although she confirms she won't be appearing in next season's promo shots holding the all-important diamond. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills began filming this 13th season in January and will premiere later this year. Richards also reflected on her 2 seasons of the show, which saw her embroiled in a spat with Lisa Rinna, who has since been ousted from Beverly Hills, and Brandi Glanville. "When I left after my 2nd season, I just felt as though some of the women were very toxic and they played so dirty," Richards said. "I understand there has to be drama, but I also think it's fun to see women having fun, especially this age group. I also think it's great to show you can have fun," Richards continued. "But I don't think it's a positive message to try and tear people down. You can have your opinions, but don't try to tear people down. I don't think it's right. I mean, that part one don't like." As for whether Richards is worried that her return to the franchise will see her again caught up in some big-time Beverly Hills drama, she's not. "I feel like I didn't get sucked into it," Richards said. "I truly was myself on the show. And I think some of the women are different on camera and off camera. And I think you know what? Don't self-produce. Just be yourselves. You get a group of 6 to 8 to 10 women together, your drama will come up authentically. Leave it at that and have fun with it." Denise Richards, on her spur-of-the-moment return to Rob filming, "It's been actually fun." 2.5 years after Richards exited the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in September 2020 after 2 seasons, she's sharing how she got back in front of Bravo cameras. It remains to be seen whether Denise Richards will be holding a diamond in the future, but for now she's happy to step back in front of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cameras. The actress, 52, recently confirmed to Variety that she's filmed some episodes of Rob. Richards' surprise return comes 2 years after her exit was announced in September 2020. "It's been fun. And, I'm a big fan of the show, so it was fun to go back and film a lot of stuff with them," she shared. Denise Richards says she's open to returning to Rob, even if Lisa Rinna stays. According to Richards, her return wasn't planned. Even Bravo's production team was unaware she was attending a screening hosted by current cast member Garcelle Beauvais. "This all just happened recently on the spur of the moment," Richards explained. "I was at her screening as a friend, like a real friend. I didn't tell anyone I was going to be there. Production didn't know. I just showed up, like, for real life, as a real friend in real life. However, according to Richards, the next day I was asked to go to some events, and so it's been actually fun. Richards joined Rob in season 9, airing in 2019 after 2 seasons. At the time her exit was confirmed, Bravo producer and host Andy Cohen said on People TV's Reality Check that Bravo was negotiating a deal with her and we couldn't reach an agreement on the deal. Later addressing her reasoning for leaving ahead of season 11, Richards said she went back and forth before reaching a final decision. I've been a fan of the show and had a lot of fun doing my first season. Obviously, my second season was very challenging, she previously shared on The Real. I went back and forth with it, and at the end of the day, I decided it was time for me to move on and focus on other projects that I have. I'm glad that I did it, though. Garcelle Beauvais gives update on filming of Rob as Season 13 is underway. Expect drama. Season 13 of Rob began production in January. Kyle Richards, Dorrit Kemsley, Erica Girardi, Sutton Strake, and Crystal Kung Minkoff are also returning alongside Beauvais. Before filming commenced, longtime cast member Lisa Rinna's exit from the show was announced in early January after 8 seasons. Newcomer Diana Jenkins' departure was confirmed days later. In her interview with Variety, Richards described her involvement in Season 13 as undefined. But what is certain is the Wild Things star is not worried about getting entangled in cast drama again. Her second and final season saw her butting heads with Rinna, 59, and series alum Brandi Glanville. I feel like I didn't get sucked into it, she said. I truly was myself on the show. And I think some of the women are different on camera and off camera. And I think, you know what? Don't self-produce. Just be yourselves. You get a group of 6 to 8, never miss 10 women together. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from juicy celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Ahead of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills return for Season 13, all previous seasons can be streamed on Peacock. Denise Richards confirms return to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and slams fake co-stars 3 years after she quit show. Denise Richards has seemingly mocked her co-stars before her highly anticipated return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Time has passed for the Real Housewives star since she quit the show about 3 years ago. Denise, 52, admitted to Variety, "I have filmed some episodes. And it's been fun. And, I'm a big fan of the show, so it was fun to go back and film a lot of stuff with them." The former Bond girl added, "This all just happened recently on the spur of the moment. I was at her screening as a friend, like a real friend. I didn't tell anyone I was going to be there. Production didn't know." The Wild Things actress closed, "I just showed up, like, for real life, as a real friend in real life. Just be yourselves." The Rob alum also suggested her co-stars are different behind the spotlight. She claimed, "I truly was myself on the show. And I think some of the women are different on camera and off camera. And I think, you know what? Don't self-produce. Just be yourselves. You get a group of 6 to 8 to 10 women together. Your drama will come up authentically." She concluded, "Leave it at that and have fun with it." On friendly terms? Fans have speculated that the former Bravo star was planning her return. In June 2022, Denise was spotted out and about on a lavish lunch date with castmates Sutton Strake, 51, and Garcelle Beauvais, 56. Although the Starship Troopers star no longer appears on Rob, both Sutton and Garcelle are current cast members. Denise donned a floral flowy gown as she walked around the Ivy restaurant with her gal pals. The ladies laughed, checked their phones, and appeared to be overall in good spirits. The trio also enjoyed a little shopping spree before their lunch date. Garcelle wore an all-white mini dress with denim boots as Sutton sported a green and white off-the-shoulder dress with Birkenstock sandals. The Rob stars posed together for selfies during their day out. Denise left the show amid rumors of a heated conflict with her co-star Lisa Rinna, as well as others on the show. "It's my friend." Meanwhile, Tori Spelling, 49, hilariously confessed to spending her income on Denise' OnlyFans account. In an interview with Flipping Out star Jeff Lewis, the Beverly Hills 90210 actress admitted she looked at the adult page and subscribed under a fake name. Tori went on, "It's my friend. I'm like, hey, How far is she going? She shared, I ended up in the course of 2 days spending $400 and I couldn't stop. Why did Denise Richards stop filming Rob? It was a fairly typical episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The ladies were glamorous. They were drinking tequila. They were dressed to the nines. But then we got to the last 3 minutes, and it was unlike anything we'd ever seen from a Housewives premiere. After everyone stood around clapping for Kyle Richards after walking in her New York Fashion Week show, she says in her interview, the show was a huge success. We were all so happy that day. It's actually hard to even imagine how terrible things would soon become. Talk about a tease. The screen then reads, in December, Denise stopped shooting with the group. And it should be noted, even Lisa Vanderpump didn't get a special episode ending like this one after she slowly but surely backed away from the show last season. Clips are shown of Denise defending herself, saying, I was honest, and I'm done, getting up and leaving a table with the rest of the women sitting there in silence. Any cast member that comes onto this show, you're told all you have to do is tell the truth, a producer is heard saying, to which Lisa Rinna replies, and it's not for everybody. Again, a clip of Denise getting up and walking away from the women, this time joined by her husband Aaron, as she says, I'm not fucking doing this, and telling him, we're on camera, don't say a fucking word. In between requesting blush during her interview, Kyle Richards is seen saying, if there's something you want to run from, that's the worst thing you can do. We sign up to show our real lives. You can't hide anything, Lisa Rinna offers. And during a clip where she runs outside to ask Denise, you're leaving, why? Denise responds, I'm sure they'll fill you in. We're then treated to the incredibly rare breaking of the fourth wall moment, where at a cast dinner, Denise is seen saying, I am not doing this, you guys. Stop. Bravo. Bravo. Fucking bravo. I'm out. I'm not fucking doing this. Denise has a secret, and no matter how hard you try, the truth always comes out, Lisa Rinna says. We also see another moment where, through tears, Denise tells the women, I'm a very married woman, and I love my husband. And finally, in the middle of an interview, Kyle jumps on the phone with Lisa Rinna and says, did you see all the headlines? I bet you anything she doesn't show up for the reunion. Oh, she's done, Lisa tells her. If you ask me, we will never see Denise Richards again. Though we as viewers see her in the very next shot, as she sits down for her interview and sighs. So, Denise, are you ready to talk about all of this? A producer asks. And she responds with the most chilling, fearless smile of all time. So, what exactly caused all this drama? Well, the rumors started to flow in December that Denise and former Rob cast member Brandi Glanville were having a months-long affair, and once the ladies learned of this and brought it up during the big Rome trip, Denise was done. At first, it sounded simply too crazy to be true. But in the months since then, it's been all but confirmed by the cast members on social media and even in the trailer for this current season. She's not who she pretends to be, Brandi is seen saying in this season's trailer. Other rumors swirling were that the affair between the two women lasted for the entire first half of 2019, that Denise told Brandi she and husband Aaron had an open marriage, and that Brandi was surprised and hurt when she learned that was a lie, and in typical Brandi fashion, she took to Twitter to post a series of cryptic messages. And perhaps the biggest rumor of all, one that was all but confirmed last night, is that this all went down on camera, and that we'll see it play out as we build towards the drama throughout the season of Rob. Of course, the Rome trip happens towards the end of filming, so we've got a lot to watch before then. This is significant in many ways, and not just because this specific storyline seemed to get its own teaser in the premiere. Denise has one of the strongest first seasons for a housewife ever, as she seemed to hold nothing back, revealing refreshingly honest, salacious, and silly details about her marriage and sex life, including the fact that the couple enjoyed happy ending massages. Denise appeared to be open and even TMI at every turn, so that she would have a big secret is a big deal in many ways. She stayed quiet on this matter so far, so we'll all have to tune into the show, and we will,
to see how it all goes down.
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills airs Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time / Pacific Time on Bravo.